everyone. Welcome to our November announcements. Today I'm testing out some sound. You might have noticed the sound was pretty hot on Kent's presentation on our last video, so doing a little experimentation hopefully to get that fixed. Our next meeting is going to be this coming Tuesday, November 4th. I'll be presenting on Joe Shelby's Missouri raid that was in 1863. One of several raids, but this one intrigued me because he wrote a report that said it was a resounding success, and yet he lost his artillery pieces, and all the people he said that he captured were nowhere to be found, and all the recruits he said he got were nowhere to be found. So we'll dive into that a little bit this coming Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Please come early at 6:30 and visit with us. Our official presentation will start at 7 at the Catherine Linneman Library on Elm Street in St. Charles. Then in December, we're going to have some cookies and some cocoa, watch a Civil War documentary, and we'll talk about our plan for next year. This is a tradition we've started last year, and we sure do enjoy it. So please come to that as well. We are creating the 2026 agenda, so if you would like to present on a topic, please let Doug Gifford know. Absolutely would love to have you do that. We have a web page, and we have a YouTube channel, so please check that out. To find either one, just type in Civil War Roundtable St. Charles County. And hey, we'd like to thank a couple new subscribers we got this past month. So Mike and Mark, if you're in the St. Louis area on the first Tuesday of the month, stop by and visit us, and we'd love to have you come to one of our meetings. 2025 was so busy, and here's what we did so far. So in January, I presented the history of Camp Butler. That kind of kicked off our YouTube channel, so if you can believe it, we're at the year mark for that almost. Doris, Keevan, Frankie talked to us about Archer Alexander in February. In March, Douglas Gifford presented on Fort Henry and Fort Donelson, and then the following month on Shiloh. April 26th and 27th, we went to Springfield, Illinois, and visited several interesting Civil War sites, and I grew up in Springfield, and a few of those I didn't even know about, so that was a good trip. And then in May, I came back and talked about the Siege of Corinth. May 18th, we had an outing with Doris with some Civil War sites in St. Charles County. June 3rd, we had a guest speaker, Greg Wolk, talking about Jesse and John Fremont. In July, Jim Irwin came to talk about the Missouri State Militia and the Enrolled Missouri Militia. And that's going to actually play into my presentation on Tuesday because those two organizations played a big part in that. In August, Lane Chartrand had a great presentation on the common soldier in the Civil War. I was so engrossed with it, I forgot to worry about the slides he had up, and I just filmed Lane because it was pretty enthralling there. And then in September, Douglas came back and talked about some of the opening hostilities of the war in South Carolina, Maryland, Missouri, and Virginia. And then last month was Kent's great presentation on Wilson's Creek. Hopefully, we will have audio and video dialed in a little bit better this time. And I did not do Kent's presentation justice for sure because it was great, and I wish we could have had a little bit better quality on that. But hey, that's a work in progress. So if you'd like to contact us, here is the way to get a hold of us. And we'd like to thank you for watching, and we hope to see you Tuesday.